This is All India Radio. We now bring you a special news program on COVID-19. Good evening. I'm Tanvi Taneja, and with me is Abhijit Loreng. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi asks people to light up diyas, candles or mobile flashlights on Sunday at 9 p.m. to display collective spirit to defeat coronavirus. Centre urges people to download Arogya Setu app to assess the risk of coronavirus infection. Prime Minister asks sportspersons to spread the message of positivity and social distancing. Reserve Bank of India reduces trading timings of currency and debt markets. And United Nations General Assembly adopts resolution on COVID-19, calls for international cooperation to defeat the pandemic. The government has blacklisted those 960 foreigners who participated in the Tablighi Jamaat in Nizamuddin Markaz in New Delhi. Briefing media today, the Joint Secretary in the Ministry of Home Affairs, Punya Salila Srivastava, said that strict action will be taken against them under the provisions of Disaster Management Act and the Foreigners Act. She said deportation of these people will be made following the standard protocols. She said blacklisting process has been started against those 360 people who participated in the Tablighi Jamaat and returned to their countries. Ms. Srivastava said that all the DGPs and police commissioners have been told to take strict action against the visa violators under the Disaster Management Act and Foreigners Act. She informed that 2 helpline numbers have been added in addition to 7 helplines. She said 2 new helpline numbers are 1930, which is an all-India toll-free number, and 1944, which is launched for the northeastern people. Mrs. Srivastava said that Centre has asked the states to provide security to the healthcare professionals.
कुछ स्थानों पर हेल्थ केयर प्रोफेशनल्स और फ्रंटलाइन वर्कर्स की सिक्योरिटी से संबंधित इंसिडेंट्स हुए हैं। इस संदर्भ में एमएचए ने राज्य सरकारों को पत्र द्वारा और मीटिंग्स में कहा है कि स्ट्रिक्ट एक्शन ले और हमारी जो मेडिकल फ्रैटर्निटी है उसकी सुरक्षा सुनिश्चित करें।
The Health and Family Welfare Ministry has urged all citizens to download the Arogya Setu app, as this will enable people to assess themselves the risk for catching coronavirus infection.
एक नई एप्लीकेशन आरोग्य सेतु भी कल लॉन्च की थी। इस एक्ट के द्वारा आप अपना रिस्क असेसमेंट कर सकते हैं। साथ ही अगर कभी भी आप किसी कोरोना पॉजिटिव पेशेंट के संपर्क में आते तो इस ऐप के द्वारा आपको नोटिफिकेशन मिल सकता है। मैं सबको सूचित करना चाहूंगा कि अब तक 30 लाख लोगों ने इस ऐप को डाउनलोड कर लिया है। यह ऐप हमारी एंड्रॉयड यूजर्स के लिए प्ले स्टोर पर और iOS यूजर्स के लिए एप्पल प्ले स्टोर पर उपलब्ध है।
Mr. Agrawal said 2,301 confirmed cases of coronavirus have been reported in the country and 157 patients have recovered from it. He said 56 people have lost their lives in the country so far. He said during the last 2 days, 647 confirmed cases from 14 states have been reported from those who participated in the Tablighi Jamaat in Nizamuddin Markaz in New Delhi. He said these cases have surged the numbers of confirmed cases in the country. Mr. Agrawal said the Agriculture Ministry is promoting the e-NAM portal so that farmers can sell their produce online to ensure social distancing. He said as of now 585 mandis are linked with the e-NAM portal and work is in progress to add 415 mandis in future. Dr. Manoj from the Indian Council of Medical Research has said that 182 laboratories have been given approval so far to conduct the coronavirus testing. He said out of these, 130 are government laboratories and 52 are private laboratories chains. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has urged countrymen to switch off lights of their homes on Sunday at 9 p.m. for 9 minutes and light up diyas, candles or mobile flashlights to display the nation's collective spirit to defeat coronavirus. In a video message this morning, the Prime Minister said, people should maintain social distancing, stay indoors and not form groups while lighting up the lamps. Mr. Modi said people displayed unprecedented discipline and sense of service during the ongoing nationwide coronavirus lockdown.
कुछ लोग ये भी सोच रहे होंगे कि इतनी बड़ी लड़ाई को अकेले कैसे लड़ पाएंगे। ये प्रश्न भी मन में आते होंगे कि कितने दिन ऐसे और काटने पड़ेंगे। ये लॉकडाउन का समय जरूर है, हम अपने अपने घरों में जरूर है, लेकिन हम में से कोई अकेला नहीं है। 130 करोड़ देशवासियों की सामूहिक शक्ति हर व्यक्ति के साथ है, हर व्यक्ति का संबल है। समय समय पर देशवासियों की इस सामूहिक शक्ति की विराटता, इसकी भव्यता और इसकी दिव्यता की अनुभूति करना आवश्यक है।
Mr. Modi said the country has to move towards light from the darkness created by coronavirus. The Prime Minister said people are at home during lockdown, but they are not alone, as collective strength of the entire country is with each one of them.
5 अप्रैल को रविवार को रात 9 बजे घर की सभी लाइटें बंद करके घर के दरवाजे पर या बालकनी में खड़े रहकर 9 मिनट के लिए मोमबत्ती, दिया, टॉर्च या मोबाइल की फ्लैशलाइट जलाएं और उस समय यदि घर की सभी लाइटें बंद करेंगे, चारों तरफ जब हर व्यक्ति एक एक दिया जलाएगा, तब प्रकाश की उस महाशक्ति का एहसास होगा जिसमें एक ही मकसद से हम सब लड़ रहे हैं, ये उजागर होगा।
Mr. Modi also said the way people paid gratitude to those fighting against COVID-19 on 22nd of last month has become a model that is being emulated by other countries.
आपने जिस प्रकार 22 मार्च रविवार के दिन कोरोना के खिलाफ लड़ाई लड़ने वाले हर किसी का धन्यवाद किया, वो आज सभी देशों के लिए एक मिसाल बन गया। आज कई देश इसको दोहरा रहे हैं। जनता कर्फ्यू हो, घंटी बजाने, थाली बजाने का कार्यक्रम हो, इन्होंने इस चुनौतीपूर्ण समय में देश को इसकी सामूहिक शक्ति का एहसास कराया। यह भाव प्रकट हुआ कि देश एक होकर कोरोना के खिलाफ लड़ाई लड़ सकता है।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi today gave a 5-point mantra of Sankalp, Sanyam, Sakaratmakta, Samman and Sahyog to tackle COVID-19. Interacting with over 40 top sportspersons, including Bharat Ratna Sachin Tendulkar, BCCI President Saurav Ganguly, women's hockey team captain Rani Rampal and ace badminton player PV Sindhu, among others, Mr. Modi said the sportspersons have brought glory to the nation. He said now they have an important role to play in boosting the morale of the nation and spreading positivity. Our correspondent reports, praising the leadership of Prime Minister, the sportspersons pledged to spread the message of positivity and social distancing. Prime Minister said that COVID-19 is an adversary of the entire humanity and the gravity of the situation can be ascertained from the fact that for the first time since World War II, the Olympics has been postponed. Mr. Modi said several other prominent international sporting events like Wimbledon and domestic sporting events like the Indian Premier League for cricket have been deferred as well due to the challenges created by the pandemic. Mr. Modi asked the sportspersons to highlight the importance of both physical and mental fitness and also popularize guidelines released by the Ayush Ministry. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that every day is crucial in the battle against COVID-19. Replying to people on Twitter, Mr. Modi said, every day people need to be strong, be together, take the right precautions and be self-disciplined. He said peace, happiness, compassion in such times will be very valuable, and what people will do on Sunday will further these. The Prime Minister said the feeling of oneness will strengthen the resolve in the fight against the pandemic.
Home Minister Amit Shah has approved the release of 11,092 crore rupees under the State Disaster Risk Management Fund, SDRMF, to all states. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, during his video conference meeting with the Chief Ministers yesterday, had assured about it. The centre has released in advance its share of first instalment of State Disaster Risk Management Fund for the year 2020-21, with a view to augment funds available with the state governments. With a view to make available additional funds to the state governments for taking preventive and mitigation measures for the containment of COVID-19, the Centre on 14th of March has already made special dispensation for utilization of State Disaster Response Fund, SDRF. This fund was allowed to be utilized for setting up of quarantine facilities, sample collection and screening, setting up of additional testing laboratories, cost of consumables, purchase of personal protection equipment for healthcare, municipal police and fire authorities, purchase of thermal scanners, ventilators, air purifiers and consumables for government hospitals. The Centre has again asked the states to ensure that exceptions allowed under lockdown measures regarding farming operations should be communicated to all field agencies. Home Secretary Ajay Bhalla has written to Chief Secretaries that smooth harvesting and sowing operations must be ensured while maintaining social distancing. Mr. Bhalla said as per the information received by the Centre, the exemptions about procurement of agricultural productions, operations of mandis, movement of harvesting and sowing related machinery has not percolated down to the field level. Minister for Chemical and Fertilizers, D.V. Sadanand Gowda, has said that there is no dearth of medical supplies across the country to fight COVID-19 outbreak. In a tweet, Mr. Gowda said that the government is making sure that all the essential medical supplies are in place to fight COVID-19. In the wake of COVID-19 threat, the Human Resources Development Ministry has written to UGC, AICTE, NIOS, NCERT and Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan on how to stay safe during this lockdown period. In the letter, HRD Secretary Amit Khare said that the Arogya Setu app has been developed by the government to fight against COVID-19. This app will enable people to assess their risk of coronavirus infection.
Railways has geared up its entire machinery to take comprehensive measures on prevention of COVID-19 infection. Railways Minister Piyush Goyal and Chairman Railway Board Binod Kumar Yadav are regularly reviewing to bolster preparedness. We have more details.
Uninterrupted 24/7 freight train operations are ensuring availability of essential commodities throughout the country. More than 4 lakh wagons carried supplies to keep the supply chain functional between 24th of last month till yesterday. More than 2 lakh wagons carried essential commodities like food grains, salt, sugar, milk, edible oil, onions, fruit and vegetables, petroleum products, coal and fertilizers throughout the country. Railway staff are working at various goods shed, stations and control offices on 24/7 basis to ensure that the supply of essential items for the nation doesn't get affected. Locomotive pilots and guards are effectively running the trains. Around 5,000 isolation beds in railway hospitals and 11,000 quarantine beds across railway establishments have been earmarked for COVID-19 patients. Anupam Mishra, AIR News, Delhi.
Finance Ministry today released 17,287 crore rupees to different states to enhance their financial resources during the COVID-19 crisis. This includes 6,195 crore rupees on account of revenue deficit grant under 15th Finance Commission recommendations to 14 states. And before we move on, a reminder of the headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi asks people to light up diyas, candles or mobile flashlights on Sunday at 9 p.m. to display collective spirit to defeat coronavirus. Centre urges people to download Arogya Setu app to assess the risk of coronavirus infection. Prime Minister asked sportspersons to spread the message of positivity and social distancing. RBI reduces trading timings of currency and debt markets. UNGA adopts resolution on COVID-19, calls for international cooperation to defeat the pandemic. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on Twitter handle @AIR News Alerts.
गांवों के सरपंचों के लिए कोरोना वायरस कोविड-19 से जुड़ी एक आवश्यक सूचना। दूसरे राज्यों और शहरों से वापस आए लोगों को कोविड-19 के बारे में ये जानकारी अवश्य दें। आपस में 1 मीटर की दूरी बनाए रखें। नाक, मुंह या आंखें अनावश्यक न छुएं। बार बार हाथ साबुन से अच्छी तरह 20 सेकंड तक धोएं। खांसते एवं छींकते समय रुमाल या कोहनी से नाक मुंह ढकें। कोविड-19 से बचाव के लिए आशा कर्मियों से सलाह लें। अधिक जानकारी के लिए अपने जिला मजिस्ट्रेट या मुख्य जिला चिकित्सा अधिकारी से संपर्क करें या भारत सरकार के हेल्पलाइन नंबर 1075 पर कॉल करें।
You're listening to the special program on COVID-19 on All India Radio. In view of the COVID-19 outbreak, the Reserve Bank of India has notified a change in market timings. Beginning April 7th, markets dealing with government securities, call notice term money, corporate bonds, foreign currency, Indian rupee trades, commercial paper and certificates of deposit will be working from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. In a press release issued from Mumbai today, the RBI has said that lockdowns, social distancing, restrictions on movement of staff, work from home arrangements and business continuity plans is posing operational and logistic risks. It further said that thinning out of activity is impacting market liquidity and increasing volatility of financial prices. The RBI has said that these revised timings will remain in effect till 17th of April. The Union Territory Administration in Jammu and Kashmir has been continuously reaching out to people to mitigate their sufferings in the wake of the prevailing lockdown as announced by the Prime Minister. To know more about the efforts of the administration, let's listen in to our Srinagar correspondent.
In view of the prevailing restrictions on business establishments and public movement, as part of measures to contain the spread of COVID-19 in the district, Srinagar administration has designated 23 departmental stores which will home deliver groceries as ordered to the residents in the Srinagar city. District Magistrate Dr. Shahid Iqbal Chaudhary has issued orders in this regard under the National Disaster Management Act 2005. Meanwhile, 5 new positive cases were reported today, 4 in Kashmir and 1 in Jammu, raising the confirmed cases to 75 in the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. This is Sunil Kohl for AR News from Srinagar.
In Himachal Pradesh, the State Cabinet meeting under the chairmanship of Chief Minister Jairam Thakur reviewed the situation of COVID-19 in the state. In today's meeting, the Cabinet was informed about the preparedness by the Health and Family Welfare Department and its present situation in the state.
The number of corona-positive cases has gone up to 166 in Rajasthan. 30 new positive cases were reported in the state today. More from a correspondent.
The number of corona-infected persons in the state has almost doubled in the last 3 days. Most of the new cases are from the people who returned from the Tablighi Jamaat program or those who came in contact with them. The number of corona-infected persons has increased to 53 in capital Jaipur. The corona infection cases have been reported in 17 districts. 21 people have been turned negative from corona infection, out of which 11 persons have been discharged from the hospitals. Cases of non-cooperation with medical teams and misbehave with them have been reported from some places. Health Minister Raghu Sharma has warned that strict legal action will be taken against those who misbehave with medical teams. Jitendra Dwivedi, AIR News, Jaipur.
The Uttar Pradesh government has appealed to those people who attended the Tablighi Jamaat movement in Delhi recently to come forward voluntarily. The government said that such people should inform the administration and after checkup put themselves in quarantine. A report.
Additional Chief Secretary Home Avnish Awasthi today said that 1,203 persons have been identified till date who attended the Jamaat in Nizamuddin area of Delhi. Health checkups of 897 out of these people have been done. 296 foreign nationals have also been identified all over the state. 35 FIRs have been lodged regarding this in 16 districts under Foreigners Act, Disaster Management Act and Epidemics Act. People in large numbers have been kept in quarantine after calling them from religious places. He said that police is directed to take strict action who are not cooperating in the health test. Meanwhile, the state government has also decided to release 248 juveniles under trial prisoners in the state. Sushil Chandra Tiwari, AIR News, Lucknow.
IIT Roorkee has developed low-cost face shields for first-line healthcare professionals at AIIMS Rishikesh for protection from COVID-19. The frame of the face shield is 3D printed. The shield can be used along with the protective gear used by healthcare personnel while entering the wards housing COVID-19 patients. The spectacle-type design of the protection shield provides the ease of replacement as the transparent sheet is not bound to a reusable frame. The cost of the sheet is as low as 5 rupees. The manufacturing cost per shield is approximately 45 rupees and mass manufacturing cost will be less than 25 rupees. In Punjab, the total number of persons tested positive for COVID-19 has risen to 53 today after samples of one person from Ludhiana, 3 from Amritsar and 2 persons from SAS Nagar who attended the Jamaat at Nizamuddin tested positive. 1 person has been cured and 5 have died of the virus in the state so far. The reports of 151 persons who were sampled for COVID-19 test are awaited. Andhra Pradesh today reported its first death of a 55-year-old man due to COVID-19. The health department also reported 12 new cases. With this, the total positive corona cases in the state has gone up to 161. COVID-19 positive cases in Karnataka have gone up to 128, with 4 new cases being reported today. Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa held a high-level meeting on the pandemic in Bengaluru today. The Chief Minister said that 15 lakh construction workers have received financial assistance of 1,000 rupees each so far. In an extremely proud moment for Kerala, an elderly couple, aged 93 and 88-year-old, were discharged today as they completely recovered from the deadly COVID-19 infection. The couple, hailing from Pattanamthitta in Kerala, completely recovered from the infection today after remaining critical for days. In Madhya Pradesh, the state government has ordered to stop the payment of dearness allowance of employees due to the corona crisis. After 10 new cases were reported in Morena today, the number of corona-infected patients has increased to 130 in Madhya Pradesh. 8 people have died due to corona infection in the state so far. The government has also fixed the price of sanitizers and masks so that their black marketing is avoided.
During a high-level review meeting today, Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan also directed that masks and sanitizers will be sold at a price fixed by the Government of India. For the protection of elderly and Divyang, the state government is also conducting medical check-up in old age homes and Divyang ashrams to prevent the spread of corona infection. In addition, drones will also be used to monitor corona outbreak in cities. In view of the current agriculture season, a mobile app is also being prepared for farmers that will inform them where they will get agriculture assistance and agriculture machinery. The Chief Minister directed the Ayush Department to distribute Ayurvedic, homeopathic and Unani medicines free of cost to the people. These drugs are very helpful in increasing immunity. Sanjeev Sharma, AIR News, Bhopal.
The total number of coronavirus cases in Maharashtra has risen to 423, with 6 more CISF Jawans from Kharghar testing positive for COVID-19 today. Our correspondent has more.
Working on Prime Minister Narendra Modi's mantra of trace, track, test and treat, Maharashtra government has been implementing cluster containment policy. According to the State Health Ministry, a total of 2,455 teams of Health Department, which include healthcare personnel, Anganwadi workers and ANMs, have been deployed in various containment zones. These teams have already screened more than 9 lakh people for possible novel coronavirus symptoms like coughing, fever or breathing issues. These containment zones have been set up within a 3-kilometer radius from the place of residence of a person who has been tested positive. Urging cooperation from citizens, the State Health Ministry has said that all the houses in these zones will be monitored daily for a period of 14 days and any symptomatic person will be directed to concerned hospital. Meanwhile, considering the health hazard that the state police personnel are facing, Maharashtra Finance Minister Ajit Pawar has announced an ex gratia of 50 lakh rupees for police personnel who lose their life in fight against COVID-19. Kunal Shinde, AIR News, Mumbai.
The number of COVID-19 patients in Tamil Nadu has risen to 411, with 102 people confirmed to be positive for the disease today. More from our correspondent.
The Tamil Nadu government has decided to deliver the curfew special relief of 1,000 rupees to every family at their doorsteps. The government recently announced the relief package for all the ration card holders, along with rice, dal and edible oil, keeping in view of the job loss for many people. However, to reduce the number of people coming out from their houses, only the dry rations will be given through the public distribution system now. Talking to reporters in Chennai this afternoon, the State Chief Minister Edappadi Palaniswamy made an announcement to this effect. He also assured that there won't be any deduction in the salaries of the state government staff, despite a drop in revenue due to the lockdown. He has also warned that more stringent actions would be taken against those who violate the provisions of Section 144 that is in force. Jai Singh, AIR News, Chennai.
In Manipur, the 24 samples that were tested at the Jawaharlal Nehru Institute of Medical Sciences, JNIMS Imphal for COVID-19 today were all found to be negative. On the other hand, Regional Institute of Medical Sciences, RIMS Imphal, has collected samples from 11 family members of the person who tested positive for COVID-19 yesterday, and the results were expected tonight. So far, the state has two confirmed COVID-19 patients. In Tripura, Chief Minister Biplab Kumar Dev said that 72 persons, including the families of persons who returned from the religious gathering in Nizamuddin, have tested negative for COVID-19. Along with other governors and lieutenant governors, the governor of Sikkim, Ganga Prasad, today participated in the second round of video conferencing on COVID-19, presided over by President Ramnath Kovind and conducted by Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu.
During the video conferencing with the President and Vice President today, Sikkim Governor Ganga Prasad presented details on Sikkim's preparedness, infrastructure, provision of essential commodities and intervention of the state government to ease the difficulties of vulnerable section of population during the lockdown. He highlighted the effective preventive mechanism put in place such as screening of travelers and ban on foreign and Indian tourists at an early stage. He also mentioned the cash incentives being provided to essential pharma company workers and frontline warriors. He sought continuous assistance and logistical help from the union government in view of Sikkim's landlocked position and strategic location. Meanwhile, Sikkim Health Department today informed that all the 9 samples sent for COVID-19 tests have reported negative. The state has not reported any case of infection so far. With Saikat Sarkar, Parijat Sharma from Gangtok for AIR.
Actor Hrithik Roshan appealed to people to observe all precautions during the lockdown. He said everyone must unite during this time to fight COVID-19.
दोस्तों, आज हम सब एक बहुत मुश्किल दौर से गुजर रहे हैं। कोरोना वायरस एक ऐसी सच्चाई है जो जोरों से फैल रही है और अब हम इस बीमारी से, इस सच्चाई से, इन हालातों से हम मुंह नहीं मोड़ सकते। हमें इसका सामना करना है और सामना करने के लिए कुछ कदम हैं जो हम उठा सकते हैं। सबसे पहला कदम है साबुन से अपने हाथों को धोएं हर 1 घंटे पे। ये बहुत ही एक आसान रास्ता है इस महामारी को रोकने का, प्लीज कीजिए। दूसरा कदम है सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग का। एक दूसरे से कम 6 फीट की दूरी पर रहें। आइए थोड़ा जिम्मेदार बनते हैं, इस वायरस से लड़ते हैं। हम सब एक साथ हैं इसमें।
In our series Experts Speak on All India Radio, we bring you the views of leading medical experts on COVID-19. Dr. Anjan Trikha, Professor of Anesthesiology, AIIMS, urged people to stay at home to keep themselves safe from the coronavirus infection.
Some people who will get infected by coronavirus may land up into an ICU if their condition deteriorates. It is better to stay home for 21 days and not get admitted to an ICU.
Dr. Purva Mathur, Professor of Laboratory Medicine, AIIMS, has said that social distancing is very important to check the spread of the virus.
The coronavirus spreads by droplets when a person coughs or sneezes. These droplets do not travel beyond 1 meter, and that is why it's important to maintain social distancing.
The United Nations General Assembly has unanimously adopted a resolution on COVID-19 calling for intensified international cooperation to defeat the pandemic. Co-sponsored by 188 nations, including India, the resolution titled Global Solidarity to Fight the Coronavirus Disease 2019 is the first such document on the global pandemic to be adopted by the World Organization. The resolution said that the General Assembly notes with great concern the threat to human health, safety and well-being caused by the disease. It highlighted the unprecedented efforts of the pandemic, including the severe disruption to societies, economies, global travel and commerce, and the devastating impact on the livelihood of people. The resolution called for intensified international cooperation in exchanging information, scientific knowledge and best practices and applying guidelines recommended by the World Health Organization. And now, before we end the bulletin, here are the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi asks people to light up diyas, candles or mobile flashlights on Sunday at 9 p.m. to display the collective spirit to defeat coronavirus. Centre urges people to download the Arogya Setu app to assess the risk of coronavirus infection. Prime Minister asked sportspersons to spread the message of positivity and social distancing. RBI reduces trading timings of currency and debt markets. And United Nations General Assembly adopts resolution on COVID-19, calls for international cooperation to defeat the pandemic. And with that, we end the special news program on COVID-19.